Too many songs. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's another throwback day. Yes, this is where we keep it strictly old school. Welcome on board as we take you on this ride back in time to bring you those nostalgic feelings.
Ooh. And you know the beauty about nostalgia is that it comes with memories. So thank us for reliving those memories for you.
And you know, honeypots, they say if you don't know where you're coming from, how can you know where you are going to? What is our future without our past? What is a Thursday without a throwback? I can keep going, guys. But guys, we see your tweets and we appreciate the love and the feedback. Now keep them coming at TVC Connect with the hashtag eSplash on what?
TVC.
Let them know. Now you can also have an excuse, or rather you cannot have any excuse for not being a part of the show, because you can watch us live online on our website at www.tvcentertainment.tv. Now, my name is Amanda Dara, and pay attention because today you can call me Dara.
I'm done.
To confuse people. You know, it's your girlfriend next door, and it's the jewel in the crown. It's the hostess with the mistess. My name is Honeypots.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is Roya, and this is Planet. I go by the name King OJ. Well, you can call me OJ. That's what it is.
It is what it is.
Yes, what do we have planned for you guys today? Today on the show, we'll bring you some entertainment stories as always. Then celebrity birthday shout out. Then on Rewind, we'll take a look at what happened on this day in entertainment history.
On Tweetview, OJ will bring us some laughs and savagery from social media. Then on Where Are They Now, you'll find out what's that artist we used to love back then is up to now.
And then on the Chew It Up segment, we'll do some ranting. Then you get a recap on the entertainment news. Then on Daily Top 5, we'll be talking about 5 foreign nursery rhymes from our childhood. And of course, we'll wrap things up with a special guest. If I were you, I wouldn't even move a muscle. You know why? Because eSplash will be back after this break. Stick around.
Tough guys going. Anyway,
Wow.
all those motivational speakers used to use. Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, it's time for the entertainment news. We start with this sad one. Yes, Pop Smoke shot dead in his home. Yes, American rapper Bashar Baraka Jackson, a.k.a. Pop Smoke, is dead as he was shot in his Hollywood Hills home. According to TMZ, the rapper, who was 20 years old, was shot around 4:30 a.m. by 2 masked men wearing hoodies in what appears to be a robbery gone wrong. TMZ reports that the 2 men fired multiple shots, striking and critically wounding Pop Smoke before they fled the scene on foot. Pop Smoke was, however, rushed to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in West Hollywood, where he was pronounced dead. Just last year, Pop Smoke marked his entry into the American rap game with his distinct baritone rap tone, and just 2 weeks ago, he released the sophomore album, Meet the Woo 2. So another day, another month, another superstar dead. Yes, sadly.
Yeah, and some people are having conspiracy theories that it probably was born out of jealousy. Nicki Minaj posted this picture on her Instagram page,
yes.
And her caption was, jealousy is as cruel as the grave, you know, basically. And this was coming after, as you said, 2 weeks after his Meet the Two sophomore album, Meet the Woo, Meet the Woo Part 2. Now, the Meet the Woo, the first part did so well, 24 million views on YouTube. Obviously, he was gaining so much international attention. People were even saying, is he the new king of New York? And then just out of jealousy or out of envy, this happens because it was a very targeted attack.
Yeah, according to reports. So.
According to reports.
No finger, nobody has been, no finger has been suspected yet. Nobody has been suspected yet. But different theories. They're even saying his brother is likely involved because they posted pictures that just few hours before the story, before the news broke, they posted a picture on their Instagram page showing their house address. So they were saying, did this guy do this deliberately, posting pictures showing the house address so that it would be like, oh, they just saw the house address there. Different theories as regards this, man.
Whatever it is that they thought about before killing him, one thing that comes to mind every time things like this happen is, so how do they feel right now? The people who have taken him away. How do they feel right now? Well, maybe they don't even have conscience, but it's just so sad that, you know, even if you're fighting with someone, the first thing or the thing you can think about doing to that person is bringing that person down, or even if you're jealous, as they said. Like, it's just so sad. Like, human beings, the heart of man is just desperately wicked. Like, it's just so sad.
And I just think that this is also, there's a bit of a lesson here to learn, you know, because most times I've watched, you know, films, and this sounds like a movie storyline where you just put your location behind you, and there's a stalker who goes and meets you and meets you at that location. Maybe we need to stop sharing so much information on social media in the bid to be excited. You feel like everybody, your fans are excited for your progress. I mean, you're having a sophomore album that is gaining so much recognition. You just moved into a new house. All these things are really good and really nice. At 16, he was having his own BMW, you know, one of the latest versions. Perhaps you need to keep some things to social media.
I really do agree with you, but then again, we can't be too careful. If people are going to attack, they're going to look for every means to do that. So I don't even know.
It's just crazy situation. I was just listening to his song yesterday. I love his own sound because he's a rapper, but he has that deep. Like,
so
what is this vibe? Yeah, crazy, just man, like crazy.
All right, our condolences with him, of course, and his family. We're just going to move on to another story. Now, Ben Affleck shares his biggest regrets in life. American actor and filmmaker Ben Affleck has come out to state that the biggest regret of his life was his divorce from Jennifer Garner. Now, he made this known during a recent interview with the New York Times, where he opened up about his personal life as well as the end of his relationship with Garner, amongst other things. Now, he stated, "The biggest regret of my life is this divorce. Shame is really toxic. There is no positive byproduct of shame. It is just stewing in a toxic, hideous feeling of low self-worth and self-loathing." He continued, "I have certainly done things that I regret, but you have got to pick yourself up, learn from it, learn some more, and try to move forward." Now, just so you know, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner began dating in 2004, got married in 2005, only for the couple to announce their separation in 2015 after 3 children. The divorce was, however, finalized 3 years later as the couple ended their 14 years of marriage. Another superstar story in the news.
This really affected Ben Affleck because reading this story, I heard about, they were talking about the new Batman, why it's not involved. And I talked about that. See, the divorce I went through wasn't just easy because it was a producer on that Batman. As I being a cast, it was part of the cruise. And he said, I just had to leave. I just had to leave my role as an actor and of course as a producer on that particular Batman, and it's crazy. The divorce just really affected him, and lately I've not really seen more from him. But it's just crazy situation.
I hope he gets better because I know that he was also battling alcoholism at the time.
He was drinking.
He was drinking a whole lot, and he was trying to go into rehab as well. And he also said he failed the marriage, and he wishes he could take back the hands of time to correct some things that he did. And, you know, sometimes it's just sad and unfortunate that things happen like that because we were rooting for them. This is Jennifer Garner's second marriage. So it was not something that was a public affair. It was very coded. It was very, we love each other, we're willing to grow together. And she was supportive even through the Me Too movement, even all the other things that had happened to him. She kept supporting him. But I think it gets to a point in time where it's just like, I'm tired.
I can't do this anymore.
I can't do this anymore.
Okay, so somebody was talking about how people have problems, especially if you're not even, you know, married yet, you're just dating that person or about to date that person, and you say that, well, you can always help the person to come out of his problem or our problem. You cannot. You see, that person needs a therapy. You know, that person needs the professional who will do the work. Then afterwards, after that person must have been, you know, healed of everything, then you can now start that relationship, which would then be, you know, healthy.
That's
you know,
true.
there are some times that you're in a marriage or in a relationship and people are dealing with a lot of stuff, you know, and then you're trying to help them, and at the end of the day, it's not just going anywhere. It's just like you're just, you know, a merry-go-rounding, and you know, you're not heading anywhere.
It's a very valid point because he even stated that his father was also an alcoholic and that it was in the family. So you're right. Maybe he should have spent that time to focus on himself. But then again, he has come out to say that he's moving past this. He has 4 movies coming up this year, and he's trying to get back on track with his acting career and of course his producing career. So
talking about movie, Ben Affleck, I don't like what he did because right now we have to cope with Robert Pattinson as the new Batman.
Wow. Like, so he won't take care of his own life.
After George Clooney, then Christian Bale. Oh, Christian Bale, great actor.
You didn't like him.
Then Ben Affleck, I was like, okay, we can manage Ben Affleck. Then now.
But then again,
Robert
you haven't seen Robert Pattinson act it
as
yet.
a superhero.
Well,
Batman.
You don't know if he's ripped now. I mean, he was the most handsome
Ben
man
Affleck,
on
you should
earth
have caused
that
this
was-
thing.
So you know what? You might just grow to, just like him at the end of
pray.
the day. Who knows? I mean,
pray.
it happens like that.
All right.
Like some things grow on you.
True.
Okay.
That's
We'll try.
All right, and that is the end of entertainment news. All right, it's time to find out which celebrities have birthday today. American actor Miles Teller turns 33 today. Now, you might remember him. Yes, we are so excited, super excited. Now, you might remember him in films We Splash, the Divergent series. Thank you for your service. Wow. So one thing I would
Crazy
like
actor.
to say about this person is, when they say somebody's life is a miracle, in 2007, it was involved in an accident.
Yeah.
That car flipped 8 times
What?
and it was
That's the scar.
ejected
Yeah.
from the window. So you can imagine, in fact,
He
he
still has
has
the scars.
visible
Yeah,
scars,
he has it. He still
on
has
his
it.
face, like multiple visible scars
Walking
on his
miracle.
face.
Still
And I
has
think
it.
this is just, he is just a walking
Yeah.
miracle.
Yeah, honestly.
Yes, and
That's how we have to celebrate his life.
yes, we celebrate him. Happy birthday. Alrighty, guess whose birthday it is?
Sorry.
Riri is a year older today. The baby and singer, songwriter, actress, and businesswoman Rihanna. Wow, yes. Rihanna, who has been recognized for embracing various musical styles and reinventing our image throughout our career, turns 31 today, guys.
I call her Rob. I don't call her Rihanna like yo. I
So
call her
what you-
Robin.
What?
Robin.
Farms.
Fenty.
Farms
Robin.
alert.
Like you know her, like you
Please,
really
please.
know her.
Robin.
Farmsing aside, Rihanna is I have a super duper crush on her. I mean, she is a businesswoman. She's someone that doesn't care what people think. She lives her life unapologetically,
true.
and she does whatever she wants to do. And she also impacts life on
Definitely.
a
Yeah,
coded
yeah,
level.
yeah,
She doesn't
yeah,
talk about
yeah,
it. I
yeah.
love her so
So
much.
she's a philanthropist. I love the fact that Rihanna has a good head on her shoulders.
Does.
She's just so smart and intelligent like that. I mean,
True.
somebody who's like an all-rounder. And I always say it's that we just don't have one talent, like we have a lot of talent. God
Indeed.
created
Yes.
everybody with multiple talent. And this is an example. That is Rihanna. Happy
music,
birthday.
I miss her music.
I'm sure we're going to have the music.
Try tweeting. Tell her
Okay.
and guess her reply. She'll just
Guys,
say,
you
please
can join the
go and buy my
mean-
go and buy my cloth.
Wait, how does Don Jazzy feel today?
Don
Ooh,
Jazzy.
we need to ask
Don Jazzy
him.
has moved on, by the way.
Wow,
I don't
really?
think so. I doubt it.
Don Jazzy better move
You
on.
can't move on from Rihanna. Do you know what are you talking about?
All right, moving on. South African comedian, writer, producer, political commentator, actor, and television host Trevor Noah is older today. Now, Trevor, who is the current host of The Daily Show, an American satirical news program on Comedy Central, turns 36
Please,
today.
all my crushes are just having birthdays today. You see, the way I watch Trevor Noah is not even
You're
healthy.
crushing on him too?
Honestly, like, what is there not to crush? The guy is intelligent, he's cute, he's funny.
Does Daniel know about this?
What? I mean, I'm allowed to crush on as many people as I want
Really?
to crush on. Hello?
Okay.
Is there any limits to crushing?
Okay.
Wow.
But honestly speaking, Trevor Noah is one person that changed the game. You know, when he started hosting The Daily Show, people were like, huh?
Are you sure he can handle
he
it?
can handle it? And he has proven everybody wrong. And I just love the way that he talks about real issues, even in the politics system, even in life, in society, issues and stuff like that. And he just makes it so funny and hilarious. Oh, I love
Super
him
talented.
so much.
Yes,
It's okay,
I
it's
do
okay.
love him.
Okay, sorry.
I do love him. I
Sorry.
do love him. Lastly, on our birthday list is one of the kings of memes, our Nollywood star, Osita Hieme. Alrighty, widely known for playing the role of Papa in the film Aki na Ukwa alongside Chinedu Ikedeze. He turns 36. 31 today.
38.
38 today.
Yeah.
Wow, and then one is wondering, like,
Wow.
See, I absolutely love Osita because there are people who have changed the narrative about dwarfism generally, and people who are supposedly disadvantaged. They have changed the narrative to a place where it's like you can achieve whatever you want to achieve. You can live your life to the highest potential, and they live it. And you're saying he's 38, and I'm shocked here, you know, and he has done so much, and he has laid so much impact, and also made people smile. That is just the best thing.
The king of meme, one of the king of memes, like his face alone.
I just start laughing.
I love the movies. I see the old ones that they've done with
Mr.
Sam
Igbo,
Loco, and I'm like,
children.
These children, every time, every now and then. Oh my God.
Children,
I get characters that they play. Yes, and we're saying a very happy birthday to everyone celebrating today. You, and you, the February babies. We celebrate you today, and well, we are giving them a lot of what, Amanda?
Wow, today it has become a thing now. Okay, we're giving you a kiss from me to you. Hey. All right, that's it on Celebrity Birthday Shout Out. Now up next is Rewind. Let's take a look to find out what makes today significant in entertainment history. Get your pen and paper, write down.
Let's rewind. On this day in 1952, African Queen, a film directed by John Huston starring Humphrey Bogart and Katharine Hepburn, is released in the US. And in 1978, John Wayne and Barbra Streisand win at the 4th People's Choice Awards. And that's it on Rewind.
Pop up something.
This is a tune any day, anytime. R2B's One Day Call, Kiss Your Hand.
Yeah.
Allow me to kiss your hand.
So he's taking permission. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is Tweetville. Yes, where we'll bring you all the savagery, humor, and craziness happening on social media. Are you guys ready?
Yes, we are.
Who would I tell? Allow me to kiss your hand. I can't remember. So, no.
You think I remember?
Sorry.
Can I ask Karike?
Yeah. Tomorrow. So Stephanie at Caramel_Liz puts up this post and she says, I'm watching this movie and Kanayo is a poor man. In what world? And Samuel Umba replied, give him some time. if you know, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not me that said it.
No,
Like,
just give him some time. In which world? Give him some time.
Because
Never.
Stephanie was
for how long?
And Stephanie too was shocked like Kanayo, poor man. Am I watching the right movie?
But really,
the movie is just starting.
I mean, think about it.
Love that. The movie is just starting.
Yes, I mean, think about it. I've never ever seen him in any movie poor. How?
Oh, wow. Typecast. Anyway.
But that one is good. When you're always rich, but it is not good again. That kind of richness.
Yeah, it's not richness. It's always bloody.
Yes, what do we have next? Gang. So Jack Shaishi puts up this post and says, what's the strangest way you found out you yourself, you are poor? Then Usman replied, when my kids were singing tennis song and they sang the But My Papa No Be Dangote, they sang that part loud and clear while looking me in the eye.
Now, wow.
Children
what
of nowadays.
Kind of pressure? Children nowadays are just savage.
But my papa no be Dangote.
No lunch, no dinner for you.
Guess what? And that's what they will do.
So
what are you trying to say?
So I'm poor.
Hey.
Anyway, let's just move on. If I ask you the question,
I was going to ask
because
you,
you are not poor,
I'm poor, I beg. Somebody give me money.
At what point did you realize?
My account balance, every time I open it. You know when you're refreshing, thinking that something new will happen, something new, it just doesn't change.
Amanda, nobody believes you.
I know, that's the worst part of it.
Because you're lying. So as Facts puts up this post and it says, if you're 18 and older, there's a 60% chance, 16 and older, there's a 60% chance that you have already met the person you will one day marry. Then MK just went there. My God is not a God of statistics.
Thank you.
Which one saw this calculation?
Please, ask me, which one is
what
this
confusion?
16 and older.
You now start thinking.
60%.
You now start thinking that.
No.
Abi, have I abused the person that I'm... Abi.
It's not going to be looking at your secondary school. No.
From 16, 60%.
I don't want. My God is not a God of statistics. That's a perfect response.
Don't put people under pressure.
What? Please. We don't do like
just
that.
Move on. So somebody puts up this post and says, what's the strangest way you found out your friend was wealthy? I will ask you people the same question. And somebody replied, he bought 300 naira suya without asking for tasting.
Wow.
Do people still do this tasting thing?
Yeah.
Because I think I'm rich, so I don't do it.
No, I don't do it as well.
What?
So I'm good.
I still do it.
If I want
I'm
to
wealthy.
taste, I will taste it. I don't need to ask.
So only you still say, give me a taste.
No, they just give me straight. They
It's
put
a
it
lie.
somewhere.
It's a lie.
No, it's true.
And it depends on where you're buying your suya from. If you're buying from Ore,
No, so
She said already.
that's why you see they don't give you taste.
Taste.
In fact, they will be competing amongst themselves. But
no.
you buy in Lagos, we don't
Some
do
places
like
in
that.
Lagos.
Face
You
one
buy in
for
Lekki,
that
you know what I
matter.
mean? Yeah.
So, what are we talking about here?
So people used to taste. Please, that shows that you don't have money. Don't do that. I can't remember when last I did it. So,
Oh my gosh.
So why you
do I
wanted
have
to ask
money?
us? Okay,
So
moving on.
So, no, don't cast you will lie. So there's no need.
Wow.
And Duchess T puts up this post and she says, continue surrounding your bed with teddy bears till one of them will touch you one night and say, I want to pee. So this is for all those girls. I know somebody.
Who is this creepy
I know somebody
person?
that is on this table. The person just likes teddy bear around.
I know the person,
Yeah.
right?
So imagine one night, you just hear,
I want to pee.
I want
Is
to
it
pee.
Chucky?
Then you will now know that you are carrying spiritual husband.
You know this
surrounding
person
you.
that I know.
You people
And
are, what is your problem?
And this person, let me tell you, she
Yeah.
even washes her teddy bear and
Of
puts
course.
outside. And so when she puts outside, like the people on her streets, the small girls on her streets, one day they now said that, it's for that girl. Oh. She now heard them say, me, are you all right? Guess what? Are you not a girl? You are watching me right now. You know that I know.
So you don't do teddy bear.
I have pillows, but I'm not a teddy bear person.
not a teddy bear person too.
But if you are, I don't think it's a big deal. Whatever rocks your boat, like it's nice to have something soft and cuddly.
Like,
Even guys do it.
I am so scared right now.
Huh?
Even
Sorry?
guys do it.
Do what?
I want to pee.
Stop.
Yeah. When you don't have one, not two, not three, not four, spiritual husband, you cost it. So you carry that.
OJ, you're too Nigerian for your own good.
I'm just trying to relate with your
How do
connection.
people even think?
Just say that I don't want to buy teddy bear. Oh.
Okay, that's it on Sweet View. You know what, guys? I'm actually very, very scared right now because that is just too.
Yeah, people start thinking about this now.
All right, the fun continues after this break, guys. In the meantime, enjoy the music.
Yes, sir. Bonnie M.
Yeah, Bonnie M. And we were talking about, just enjoying the music and all that. But then it's good to see all of this again. And I was talking about, the lead person in Bonnie M and how it was found dead in hotel some time ago. And that's just so sad. Sometimes people just don't even still hear stuff about them. But, I used to have this old school show and it made me read up on them and just go all the way to look for what is really happening to them.
She's always excited every Thursday. Yay!
Yes, I'm always very excited because you know what? I just love the old school music like that. Yes, it's time for Where Are They Now? Take a look to find out which popular Nigerian artist we are talking about today.
It's Where Are They Now? Kardinal Offishall. Jason David Harrow, popularly known by his stage name Kardinal Offishall, is a Canadian rapper and record producer best known for his distinctive reggae and dancehall influenced style of hip-hop. He began his career mid-1990s with the debut album I and an EP Hustlin'. The hit songs that brought him into limelight were Bacardi Slang and All Time Killin'. He moved on to release his third album Fire and Glory in 2005, and that same year he collaborated with singer Akon for the first time, starting a musical partnership that lasted 5 years. In 2007, he signed with Akon's Con Live distribution label and released his fourth album, Not For Sale, the following year. The first single, Dangerous, became a top 5 hit on the Billboard Hot 100 and was certified triple platinum. Since leaving the Con Live label in 2010, his latest singles have been released on his independent label Blackstone Colleagues Inc. It would seem that he took time to work on other people's projects as he featured in quite a number of them. In 2008, he was featured on the Just Dance Red One remix by Lady Gaga, and in 2010, he was included in the Young Artist for Haiti's version of Waving Flag in an effort to raise money for the disaster relief. Also in 2010, he was featured in Raghav's single So Much, and in 2011, he collaborated with singer Carl Wolf on his single Ghetto Love. In 2012, Kardinal Offishall released Allow Me to Reintroduce Myself and was involved in projects against bullying. In December of the following year, he joined Universal Music Canada as Creative Executive Director of A&R and was keen on developing both Canadian and international talent. He released his fifth album, Cardi Gras, Volume 1, The Clash, in 2015. His hit single off the album, That Chick Right There, made the Canadian Hot 100. Kardinal Offishall is still very much involved in music and still releases songs, just not as regularly as when he started out. Last year, he released a new single called Run, which was used as the Toronto Raptors theme song during their championship run in the 2019 NBA Final. Now we know where they are now.
Kardinal, DJ Kari.
All right, we can see you noticing us.
Oh my gosh.
On the show.
Wow.
And this is where the half of the fun ends. Okay,
Oh, wow.
guys.
Daddy
The
and-
other half of the show continues very shortly. Now you can look forward to the entertainment news recap, chew it up, daily top 5, and of course our guest. See you at the other side of one.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Welcome back to the second half of the show. This is Entertainment Splash, in case you're just joining us. And of course, I'm in the building. OJ is in the building. Amanda, what are we calling you today?
Dara.
Dara. And of course, Onipot is in the building. Yes, thank you for joining us. It's now time to chew it up. In a minute or less, one of us will vent about what's currently bothering her. Because I am good. Are
And
you good?
I am good.
And I am good.
Because Dara means good.
Oh, wow.
Look at this.
Who's teaching you some Yoruba right there?
Well, let's hear you out.
Okay, so I am the one ranting today, and I don't know whether to really call it a rant or, you know, or advice or talking to myself and talking to other people to like something you can always learn from. So I see that that thing of being validated by others is still very thick in the air. Like people are always constantly looking for validation. Like you wear stuff, and if they don't say, oh, you look good, you're feeling, Abi, the thing is not looking fine here, be something or something. So the thing is, maybe you should take a cue from me. I can buy shoes and wear it from the market, or I wear it to sleep. After all, my shoe, I don't care. Like,
Oh, leave me alone.
my
You
truth.
wait to sleep.
yes, I mean, because you know how they say tomorrow is not promised, so that's not paying me. That's
I have not won the shoe yet.
let me try and put it on. So the thing I'm actually really saying here is that you know, the same action of yours that got people inspired might be the reason other people are unfollowing you. You can't please human beings. You don't get. Just do your bits and leave the rest, as they say. Just take a cue from Ebenezer Obey, the horse, the man, and the sun. You know, like you can't please everybody. Just always believe that one. See, whether you do it like this, or people say, why did you do it like that? You do like this, they'll say, why did you do it like that? So, you see, just
Honestly,
do you
you're
at the
totally
end of
right.
the day.
Yeah, totally right. And I really like the new feature on social media, especially Instagram, where you cannot see them, the number of likes that people have.
Does it work?
It does work. If you update your Instagram, you won't be able to see other
people
people's
will not.
likes.
I have been
So
updating it forever,
personally-
and I can still see others.
I know. I will help you out after. Yeah. So like personally, I don't even know what's going on my page. I just post. Maybe I see some comments. So I now realize, because I have other pages,
Okay.
when I switch over to another account, that's when I can see it. I'm like, oh, this posted well. I don't know. I'm just posting because I feel like posting. And I think that is like a first step, because yesterday I went to a secondary school, my secondary school, and I saw that there was a student there who was telling me, do you know I have 10,000 followers on Instagram?
Really?
Yeah, and she's 14 or 15, and I'm like, wow. Really? If at this, teenage age, you're already getting your validation from social
10,000
media,
followers.
that is a very unhealthy way to start off. So I'm really happy you're mentioning this. It's very, very valid.
You know, we say it all the time, and we need to say it constantly because people, in fact, somebody got in touch with me the other day and said that I spoke with him. I didn't know what he was going through, but he came back to thank me and said to me that it was almost committing suicide.
Wow.
It was a very big one for me. I had to like kneel down in my room and thank God that, I actually spoke to him at that point. He said, I didn't know how I actually really touched his life and all that I gave him a second chance and all that.
That is so
I wouldn't
beautiful.
even have known. And he said, just keep doing what you do, keep saying stuff to people like that and all that. And I'm like, wow, I don't even know a bit.
To us.
Talk to us.
Speak it.
Motivate us.
Motivate us.
Motivation Thursday.
Yeah.
No guys, bye.
Please, don't just join those motivational speakers that used to lie.
No, I won't even call it motivation because that one is cliche.
Yeah, wow.
It'll give you words on marble.
Anyways, no. Use all those nuggets, something.
Yeah.
What? No, just talk. Just talk.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, yes. Moving on, it's now time for a quick recap of the entertainment news. We started off with the sad one, Pop Smoke shot dead in his home.
And then we told you that Ben Affleck shares his biggest regrets in life.
All right, let us know you're watching the show by calling us on the numbers on the screen and tweeting to us at TVC Connect with the hashtag /OnTVC. We're on Instagram too with the same handle. See you soon for Daily to 4.
Hey.
Opaiweka, which level? Oh my gosh, you make me remember Opaiweka, my service year. Oh my good God.
Yeah, so
I used to call it Opiweka. Opiweka. Then you now get Unkpo. If you know what I mean. If I'm Unkpo, I'll now take a bus to Obosi and then I'll now arrive.
Honeypot has left the group chat. All right, for you guys who are still here, it is now time for Daily Top 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey. All right, guys, as Nigerians, we like to think we are hardcore, but that's a lie. We definitely have that posh side, but that's, we get to boast about it from time to time. So today we're going to be talking about top 5 foreign nursery rhymes from our childhood. Come here if you went to nursery school. All right, the first on our list is Baba Black Sheep. Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. 1 for the master, 1 for the dame, and 1 for the little boy who lives down the lane. Now, jokes aside, I don't think this particular rhyme was intended for the Nigerian audience because who has time to be shaving goats if not for Asu?
Oh, wow.
The only time I see sheep is, they're selling, it's for chow. Suya, Ilaya
I used
stuff.
to really do midnight thingy. I still do. I just drive in some streets and I'll now see sheep. I'm like,
do you
in
go
the
there
middle
and
of
say,
the
let
night,
me take a picture? Ooh, black. They're not even black safe. They're like rusty brown.
or those ones that will just stay in the middle of the road. And then you wait for them. There was one in one street here in Ketu. I just stood.
This is somebody's auntie.
I waited. I said this is somebody's auntie. I said I waited because I was now blaring the horn. It was not moving. Somebody now went to help me push the thing was not. I said, this one today.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 2, head, shoulder, knees and toes. Yes, head, shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulder, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulder, knees and toes, knees and toes. Yes, a fun and educative nursery rhymes that didn't only teach us how to identify our body parts, but was also quite melodious. Many probably remember the church version, which is my head, my shoulder, my knees, my toes, my head, my shoulder, my knees, my toes, my head, my shoulder, my knees, my toes.
They all belong to Jesus.
Shout out to our Sunday school teachers for that remix, by the way.
Yeah.
People just took it and turned it to Jesus Christ song.
Hey, let's talk about this one because this is my mood right now. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Hey!
Happy kids, those days when life was so simple until maturity came. We built to sort, so people, I wish we ate backward.
Gosh. In fact, the kids of nowadays, they're clapping half hand, because there's no juice box. So they're half happy. But don't worry, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hand. Hey! We are here to make you happy. Now, the fourth one on our list is ring around the roses, a pocket full of posies, a tissue, we all fall down.
Guess what? This one fits you.
Now, this game was the definition of the more the merrier, and that circle just had to be big, and there just had to be that one person that doesn't have stamina and will just fall down. Yakata.
This is a lot of exercise now. You do a tissue, we all fall down. Then you come up again. Yeah.
There's even a Nigerian version. Do you want to, who is it? The guy? No.
I tell my sister follow me. Yeah.
Bah! Wow. All right, I'm done.
Yes, wrapping up daily top 5, number 5, row your boat. Yes, row your boat, gentle down the stream. Merrily, merry, life is but a dream. Row the boat gently down the stream. If you see a crocodile, don't forget to scream.
I didn't sing that part.
I didn't see that part.
I didn't sing it.
We didn't know that part. So.
Honestly, I don't think Nigerian kids were ever scared of that, because if you see them playing inside the stream,
Yeah.
they don't care whether crocodile is inside or
I'm
anything.
telling you,
They just
especially
swim
those
inside
people
like-
from Ilaje.
Yeah.
Those hold the crocodile mouth like this. They're not playing. As in, honestly speaking, you think that it's a swimming pool.
Yes, our childhood definitely had epic memories thanks to all of those songs. Yes,
Yeah.
educative, exciting.
I tell
and
you,
fun.
educative, exciting,
And rhymes
all
are
that.
a way to
Yeah.
learn as well. You learn how to tie your shoes, you learn the body parts, you learn so many things about life with rhymes, honestly.
So I tell you one thing, there is this thing about music generally, like music is life. It helps you in so many ways. In fact, even up to secondary school, some people learn their elements and all that through music.
Yeah.
So, you know, this thing about rhymes, yes.
Aw, so sweet.
Okay, guys, we'll take a break now and we'll be right back after with our very special guest. Stay here with us.
Gang.
Yes, thank you so much, guys, for staying here with us. And we told you that we'll be here with our guest. Our guest is around. Are you ready for our guest? Yes. Well, he's a veteran Nigerian singer whom we have to thank for hit songs like Nigeria, Jaga Jaga, Mr. Lecturer, and many more songs. Eedris Abdulkareem is here with us. Oh! Thank you so much for honoring our call. We're just talking about you some 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
And we gave you a call and you said that when you come on the show, you talk more about it. And it was even about your landlord saga, your landlord saying that you beat him and you saying that that is not even the
real issue.
What is the real issue?
We'll talk about that later. Let's talk about.
Sure, you guys want to talk about
Let's talk about music right now.
Yes.
Talk about your music.
Okay, I mean, since you started with the landlord thing, maybe we should go through that. You know, I'm a landlord too. I have houses in Lagos. And I have tenants too, you know. But with time to time, I like to move out to make sure that my tenants are very free. You know, most tenants don't want to do things and don't want to be free when the landlord lives in that house. So I decided to go out, pay my money, and have a peaceful, beautiful environment for myself while my tenants enjoy themselves. And at the end of the year, I collect my money. And I still take care of my bills. You know what I'm saying? But the fact about the NEPA thing is a movement for me, which is enough on the estimated bills that NEPA brings to individuals who don't even have voice to speak about it. How come you're not giving the people their prepaid meters?
By the way, they don't want to be addressed as NEPA any longer, PHCN.
Oh, whether you call it PHCN or nothing, up NEPA.
Wait, so it was deliberate?
Oh,
You're not
yes.
paying?
Oh, yes. I have a campaign coming up that is strictly about Let There Be Light. And it has to do with all this ojoro, all this wickedness that has to do with NEPA giving individual estimated bills. There are MDAs and there are MDDAs. MDDAs are those companies that NEPA will give their prepaid meter. How come you are making it so difficult for individuals to get their own prepaid meter? Even when they file for prepaid meter, you intentionally will not give them that prepaid meter, saying all sort of lies, just because you know that those monies that they will charge you, which are estimated bills, are not going to the budget of the NEPA itself. They are sharing it between themselves. So Nigerians, wake up, Ojoro no day. Okay. So I'm waiting for NEPA actually.
So with the landlord, what's now the...
No, for the landlord, there's nothing actually. For the landlord, I
was there a beating?
No, I didn't beat him. If I beat him, you know, go fit stand up for you know, you go still the hospital. But there's nothing like beating. I'm a gentleman. I'm a true Nigerian, and I abide to rules and regulation. However, the landlord is a very good friend of mine. You know what I'm saying. But anything that has to do with, say, you they harass my wife.
I was about to get there.
Or you they harass my family. Or basically say you cannot call me to ask me question. Then you come to my building to knock on the door when I'm not around. You go, I'll go there. So basically, I'm somebody that like to put people back in check. You understand? I won't do what you don't want me to do to you, so don't do it to me. You understand what I'm saying? As you are a landlord, that's why I'm a landlord. I mean, I visited some of my tenants day before yesterday. I've not been into that house before since I bought that house since 2014. That was just one of my properties. And I went there and I was like, hi guys, I've not seen, I don't even know my tenants. I said, okay, make a cuckoo come see. Now my madam, they do all those things. How are you guys doing? You guys are okay? Everything good? Yeah, good. Is there any problem? Bros, this one, they do this. So water, they did stop us for a year. I said, oh, that one, a Lagos problem. This one, my own problem. I go, no, I go take care of that. Oh, Joro, no.
Wow. But talking about this particular situation that hits the waves in the news, has there been a resolution, a conflict resolution?
Oh, yes. You know, when police invite you to come and talk, you know, so I saw somebody say, I heard Eedris has been arrested. And I was like, how can I be arrested and I'm still chatting with you? You know, so I went there and was like, Mr. Eedris, what happened now? So I explained, I said, I went to warn my landlord to stay off my privacy. And that is exactly it. And yesterday we've been able to resolve it. So my landlord is my paddy now.
Oh, wow, we're happy to hear that.
We sit down together, drink, and...
The allegations of wife and the former tenants, everything.
Just call it miscommunication or misunderstand.
Okay.
That's quite
now, let's talk music right about now.
Yeah.
You've been in the game. Now, you've been seeing the way the Nigerian music scene is right now. The young guys, they just post their song on social media. Do you want to break it down how distributing your song back then in those days was like, and looking at what it is now?
Back then, it's a jungle justice, jungle fever, jungle craziness, that all you need to do is you got to go to every radio station, you got to go to every TV station. You have to be on your toes. For me, as Eedris Abdulkareem, when I came into Lagos, I didn't have a house to stay. My father has houses, but I'm starting all on my own. You understand? So I lived under the bridge for some time. Wow. And from there, I moved to Ray Power. And there's this uncompleted building opposite Ray Power. And everywhere was bush that time. And may he so rest in peace, Steve Kadri. He walked up to me and was like, I'm a boy, kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀, mo rí ẹ nínú uncompleted video yẹn, kí ló ń ṣe ń bẹ̀ náà? Mo ní bros, àti Kano lèmi ti wá, man. Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ sọ fún mi pé tí n bá rí Kenny àti D1 pé máa make ẹ̀. Mo mọ bí mo máa rí wọn, but mo believe pé máa rí wọn jọ kan. Ó ní ṣé o ní demo? Mo ní bros, demo mi ni freestyle tí n fẹ́ ṣe fún yín. And I started doing freestyling. And he was just laughing. I was like, okay, hold on. I have a brother. His name is Eddie Montana. Tomorrow we're going to be going for Chelsea Grand Slam, if you remember. You know, so come with me. You meet with Eddie. You guys can do something. Come back to Ray Power, do a song. Then I'll see how to take it to Kenny. In the evening, I have one jersey. I have only one cloth.
Wow.
The jersey was number 9. You know, so I wash it in the evening and wear it in the morning. So that morning I didn't wear it at all. So I made sure that number 9 we don't fade finish.
Look fresh.
So around 9 o'clock, Steve Kadri came out, you know, and it was like, I'm a boy, close your letter, ready, money, but I'm ready. Only I one boss. You know, I was so And where I was going, I was just reciting Kursiyu. I was just like, God, this is the time. Because my mind is still back home to my mom, you know, because I needed to take my mom out of that ghetto. I know what was going to happen in the north in the next 20, 25 years back then. So I left and I met with Eddie and we had a beautiful conversation and we came back to Repa together. Then Bengawe, enough respect. Boiga Shotunde, enough respect, you know. They came, I was like, which instrumental do you guys have in mind? I was like, MC Light, MC Light. So Shakomo came out. So we recorded Shakomo and Eddie went back to his house. Tony was not in the picture, at that moment. So Eddie went back. So I went back to the uncompleted building. And like a day after, Steve was like, "Oh, my boy, mabo." So I went in and said, "Mabo." So he took me inside the library. Okay. And Sula So, the rector, was in the library at that moment. And Sule was like, Steve, I said, please do me a favor. If Kenny comes or D1 comes, tell them that me, Steve Kadri, wants them to listen to this boy's song that Raymond Okwesi sent me on errand. So I was very careful. I was just praying. I was just hoping. Then all of a sudden, D1 came in. So immediately I saw D1, I prostrated immediately. You know, Baba, please, just listen to my song, even if you're not going to do anything. Just listen to my song. So D1 looked at me very carefully. I guess he wasn't in a good mood that day. And he looked at Sule and said, I'm going to report you to the GM.
For this rubbish.
For bringing people into the studio.
Yeah.
Immediately that happened, Sule now did like this.
That you should go.
Yeah, so as I was leaving, I was crying. And something told me that, and immediately I took another step. Another one says, relax, be patient. Go and tell Steve Kadri what happened. So I waited in the uncompleted building for Steve Kadri. After 2 hours, 30 minutes, Steve came. And Steve was like, oh my boy, Baba. I'm going to know Mori Baba Diwan, but I don't want to see in a good mood. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He now held my hand again for the second time. Straight to the library. Studio. No, this time, Kenny and Diwan are presenting on radio already.
Yeah.
So from the glass, it was like,
Steve
was like, hello. So Kenny was like, me? He was like, yeah. So Kenny now said, it was coming, then it came. Do you know the first experience that I had with Kenny Ogumbe? Immediately he opened the door. I was the next person by the door. He was like, hey, what's up, man? How you doing, man?
Oh, wow.
Everything good? You all right, man? What's up, man? I said, yes, I'm fine. Then that changed my mentality about individuals.
Yes.
At that moment. So, Steve, what can I do for you? He said, sir, please listen to this. Kenny was like, I'm on radio. He said, please.
The rest is history.
Kenny was like, this shit is going on radio right now.
MDC!
The rest is the rest, ladies and gentlemen, is history.
The rest is beautiful story.
The rest is history.
Wow.
Guys,
Eddie was like, Eddie music was everywhere. So Eddie had to leave where he was coming. So it was 2 months later. We met Tony.
We have to go on a quick break right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll go on a quick break. And when we come back, Eedris Abdulkareem is still right here in the building. Stay here with us.
Checked out that absolute jam, of course, by Eedris Abdulkareem live in Yankee. Fun fact, that is where he met his wife.
No be lie.
No be lie. All right, so right about now, it's time for our hot topics. And we have a couple of things that we're about to break down, on. And the first thing we're talking about is Burna Boy's statement that nobody paved the way for him in the industry. What are you thinking about that?
I think, with due respect, Burna Boy needs to apologize. At least Fela made it happen for you. And you stole from a lot of Fela's songs to become who you are. And you stole from Afrobeat to become who you are. Even though Fela's songs are strictly about messages that had value to the lives of people. What is your song all about?
He said Fela.
Apart from Fela
and
all of
his
family,
yeah.
Okay, good.
So
if he did that, perfect. That's good.
So no other person paid to do it for
That's
him.
the truth, because he's using Fela's song to do what he has to do. But also, we made it happen for this generation to be successful because we fought with our life. We fought. Kenny Ogungbe did, you did, a lot of people did, because I remember when Kenny Ogungbe was going to play Shakomo, it was like, from today on, we're going to be playing 70% Nigerian song, you know, 30%.
That's right.
30%.
That's right.
30% foreign music. So I would tell Burna Boy that I think you make a mistake there, because without some people, you wouldn't have been who you are. Because back then, when you go to any record company like Premier Music, Sony Music, they'll tell you to go back to your state and go and sing traditional music. And for people like Wed MC, for the people like Zaki Aze, for people like Daddy Shoki, for people like all those people to make it happen to generation, to make it happen, they fought for this music industry. So you should respect that. Don't be selfish about that. It is extremely important, because without them, you wouldn't have been who you are. However, Eedris Abdulkareem single-handedly came out and fought that revolution when 50 Cent came to Africa, and I was asked to leave the business class for 50 Cent. And I said, no, anything when I give 50 Cent now, I will give me. If I give 50 Cent executive suits for any hotel, I won't make my room the opposite 50 Cent. If you give 50 Cent 17 babes, I want 17 babes. If you give 50 Cent 17 Domprion and anything, do you know why? Because Americans are not the one buying the shares. Americans are not the one buying the drinks. Nigerians are the one buying it. And you wouldn't have invited me for your shows if Eedris Abdulkareem was not all over the places. So, Burna Boy, take it easy, Omi. Take it easy. Some people made it happen for you.
Well said.
Okay, so there was another matter, and that's Mercy Aigbe making a statement about single girls and married men, securing the bag. And, it was Valentine period, and so she was talking to single girls that if you're dating a married man and he brings you flower, don't even collect it. That's how can you be dating a married man and then you want to collect flower? Secure the bag, like
should get something more
you should get something very keen from the married man.
Okay.
And so people came at her and then they were saying that, are you encouraging single girls to do this and all that? Okay. So I really want to know, what are your thoughts about
Okay, so I love the Yoruba proverbs a lot, and this one I'm going to say, I don't know if I'm right or not, if I'm, just correct me. Irinisini Isonilojo.
So what does it mean? Interpret it.
Interpret it, please. What does that mean?
So now, for the people who don't know, for you to say
that's why I said that, you just completed it for me.
I should help you.
Yeah, so what does it mean? It means
but you knew what it meant before you said
it. Means that
Yoruba.
Who you are is who you represent. Who you are is who you represent. What you stand for is what you represent. Listen, man, Mercy, I am a big fan of ours, you understand?
Okay.
But I think if you look at it very well, what she's saying basically is, lucky for the winner, I could argue for the loser. I'm a star, I gotta do what I gotta do to make my money. If you can do it too, you gotta do what you gotta do to make your money. And sometimes it's the reason why they have to leave their marriages. So maybe if you check on well, the man no get fought before she leave her marriage. So she enjoys this life and she just want to live it, and she's feeling good about it, and she needs to encourage every other person in that relationship. I mean, who are single mothers to like, hey, well, go see success in marriage. You heard that now. There's no success in marriages. All you need to do is make money from anybody. No day.
Okay, talking about marriage, you must have heard about this Tonto Dikeh and Churchill situation.
Yeah.
Now Churchill is suing Tonto Dikeh to court for defamation of character, and it's been a back and forth, the child involved. What's your take on this?
Yeah, so for me, I think that my advice for every individuals out there is don't go into marriages because somebody is beautiful, because they have money or something. Make sure that you know that you guys are compatible. Make sure sure that you know that she likes what you like. Make sure that you know that there's something about you that's going to keep you guys together for the rest of your life, no matter where it is. I mean, for God's sake, Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce and they're still together. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So what are we saying? This all, come on, I beg, talk on that too.
Okay, yes, we can go on and on, but we have to talk about new music from Eedris Abdulkareem.
Wow. Yes. Well, watch out for Amotekun.
That's the album or the
No,
single?
it's a new song.
Amotekun okay.
You know, I was telling you on the phone that I wouldn't like to come for this interview until my video is ready.
Okay, yeah.
Do you remember? So the video will be ready. So watch out for Amotekun. All right. So Amotekun basically, it's going to direct everything that Nigeria is, meaning that at the moment the police cannot handle the security of Nigeria. At the moment, if anybody is telling you that everything is okay in Nigeria, that person is lying. At the moment, I want to use this opportunity that I live in the north. I have relatives in the north. We grew up together, and they are beautiful people, so much beautiful Hausa Fulani people, but their percentage is not more than 2%. And that at this moment, if the Hausas Fulani can have what we call Sharia police, Isba police, why are they scared of the Amotekun police? You and I know that on the Southwest Road, that a lot of women that came in from America that are Yorubas, that are Igbos, were kidnapped and raped in the presence of their children. Are we kidding? Are we that mute not to talk about the situation in the country just because you are trying to not to offend some political interest? Let's leave that out of it. I want to congratulate anybody that is in charge of Amotekun in the Southwest, all the Southwest governor. I want to congratulate you all, and I'm happy about Amotekun. Amotekun will set the record straight. Ojoro no day. Watch out for Amotekun.
Wow. Enough said. I mean, what can we add to that?
Yes. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, Eedris Abdulkareem has spoken. We just have to go. Hope you guys enjoyed every bit of the show. Throwback Thursday is always a vibe, and we have to go.
Thank you so much, Eedris.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you.
For myself, OJ, Onipot, and Dara.
Yes.
We are also the building. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.